So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Pedri with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's a nicely measured pass. Isak was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, perfectly measured that. Mohamed Salah. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And claimed it back swiftly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Nico Williams has been emerging and a very good player to watch as he's growing his game, Peter. I've been hugely impressed with his confidence, with his energy, with his dynamism, with his spirit, with his willingness and enthusiasm. And all those qualities are the perfect mix in him going on to...
Hits one! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Mohamed Salah really would relish another crack at that same challenge, I suspect.
Gundogan. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Çalhanoğlu really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Back into the middle. Osimhen. Diaz. Diaz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And they can counter here. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Osimhen. Diaz. Osimhen. And he's gone backward here. Still goalless. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nico Williams. And he welcomes it in. Carvajal. And it's Gundogan. And here's Mohamed Salah. And here's Nico Williams. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Mendes gets across to intercept that. Pedri. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Isco.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Osimhen absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Nico Williams. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And that was very necessary. And it's Isco. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's intervened well there. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tonali. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, good read. Has a look and plays it forward. And here's Çalhanoğlu. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedri. Bout of passing here, really. Isco! Oh, that was no routine save.
Isco clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's Isco. Fiddles it through. He's free, he has got space. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to go one up. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! That is a brilliant interception. And the pass is intercepted. Strokes it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Spezia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
The attendance for this match was 50,913.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Mohamed Salah has it in a wide position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
That is good alertness.
Isak really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's found some space. And a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. He's had a shot! And yes, it's there! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So the first moment of real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Pedri. He's a sharp little ball here. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, he's seen that early. Used the real chance. Gundogan. Nico Williams is wide and looking to get onto this.
Substitution.
Done delicately, neatly clipped into space. It's Salah! Good save, keeper read that well.
Mohamed Salah certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
Gundogan. Haaland. And it's Gundogan. Passing nice and neat. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Salah. Haaland. Ødegaard. Great ball, and he's in here. That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tonali.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. And he was quick to react. Musiala. Haaland. Now it's Ødegaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And he has been fouled there. Oh, what has happened here? It's a good spell of possession, this. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I want to focus on this guy, Jamal Musiala. Born in Germany, raised in England. He was courted by both nations, of course, until he chose to represent Germany at senior level. I would say he's probably a natural 10 with a very quick turn of pace, and one side's gain really was one side's loss.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
Nico Williams really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, they can break here. Oh, that's a key interception. Dani Olmo. So, what can they make of this? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really...
It's Salah! Really nicely worked opportunity, that. Some lovely exchanges.
Mohamed Salah had the chance of finishing off a fabulous move. At least we saw some terrific high-tempo approach play.
No goals as yet. Lobbed in behind. Oh, he's onto this. Can he put it away? He's delivered all right. There is the breakthrough.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it.
Hits one! Chalhanoglu. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Isak, and the counter is on. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Nuno Mendes. Pedri. Great ball, and he's in here. Musiala! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeeper's up against it.
Spezia grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Just eases him off the ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Gundogan. Carvajal. Pedri. Played out to the left flank.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is
Mohamed
filled.
Salah. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Mohamed Salah really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That is great defending, so alert. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Van Dijk. And Wan-Bissaka works it forward. Calhanoglu. And here's Mbappe. And it's Gundogan. Little pass back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Mbappe! Mbappe! They want to be quick to recover this. And he's heaved it away. And here's Mbappe. Pedri wins the duel this time. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, I think the technical challenge is doable. This could depend on the amount of power.
Calhanoglu! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Changes made by neither side, from what we understand. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Calhanoglu. Nico Williams. Salah. Dani Olmo. Bruma. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Isaac. Spezia do have a chance to counter here. That looks a good ball through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bruma. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Carvajal. Calhanoglu. 60 minutes played. And he's chosen to go back. Nico Williams going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Dani Olmo. Oh, delightful ball. He's shifting through the gears here. It's a goal kick. That's a good ball played into space. Calhanoglu. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely worked. Tries to get it clear. Hernandez. Gundogan. That'll be a throw. Musiala. Araujo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dani Olmo, and the pass is intercepted. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Dani Olmo, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Back into the middle. Mikel Merino with the foul.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Tonali. Now it's Haaland. And he's there to get it away. Mbappe goes steaming forward. Carvajal. And it's Gundogan. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now there's a fine ball. And here's Haaland!
Well, they're definitely intent on winning it, and they've come close. Just wondering how many more chances they can have. One, maybe two, realistically.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Wood! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
He's picked his way through. Hernandez going full tilt down the left. And that is expertly dealt with. Tonali, and he was quick to react. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Mbappe! Alvarez. Carvajal. That's Gundogan. And here's Haaland. And the shot! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice... Isak! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Foden. It's cause for mild irritation. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the dynamic Carval is someone I like looking out for, because he just has a lovely energy to what he does. Always adventurous. He'll be making those runs continually throughout the game and still looking to get back in position. And when he gets in a crossing position, believe me, he can deliver.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Foden, and he was quick to react. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Isco. And he cuts out the supply. Wan-Bissaka makes the interception. Neither side yet able to find the net. Foden. And Araujo. Foden. Hernandez. Çalhanoğlu. That's Gundogan. Mbappe. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Now it's Mbappe. Little pass back. And that's... He rises! That's going to go a long way. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Çalhanoğlu. Can he finish? It's a loose ball. There will be a throw-in. Isco. Spezia trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. And here's Isco. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Çalhanoğlu, and now the breakaway, and he's picked out the run. Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Dembele. Çalhanoğlu. It's a good spell of possession, this. That is a great ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Partey. Threads one in. Floated through. Foden. And here's the chance to counter. Musiala. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing... It's Lewandowski! Spezia! Goal! Spezia take the lead! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Lewandowski demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Dembele! And that was very necessary. And here's Osimhen. Looking tidy in possession here. Opts to play it back. It's gone back. And the half-time whistle goes. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team.
He's had a shot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Pedri. Musiala. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Isak. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Spezia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gundogan clears.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Tries a shot! No mistake! And the comeback is complete! Oh, that is tidy. It is a picture-book goal.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Isco.
Spezia are definitely going about this the right way.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Decent hit! Really well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's cut it out. Carvajal pressing high and with purpose. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And it's Isco. Lewandowski. And he's straight offside.
proceder a uma substituição.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 47. Número 4. Número 13.
Rice,
Vão dar o
nicely
seu
weighted
lugar.
ball.
Número 17. Número 10. Número 9.
He's going to be disappointed with
Número
that.
21. Número 33. Está a proceder-se a uma
No,
substituição.
he's just misjudged that one.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Matías Cunha. Alvarez. Nuno Mendes. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's gone backward here. Now there's a... He's had a hit! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
He's definitely playing with a lot more conviction. This team should look to him to produce the catalyst for a comeback.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Rice. Now it's Matías Cunha. Good read, needed to be. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Spezia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
In with a header! And he hits the net! With so little time left! Grandstand finish! What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Spezia give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Rice. That's good vision. Now it's Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he. That's been cut out, well played. Partey proves too strong. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.